Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Rayu, Rayu, Rayu. First, I would like to thank Ms. Fitri Amalia Sintasiwi as the supervisor for the Social Science Education English course, who always provide useful knowledge to us. And don't forget to my friends from the Social Science Education Study Bootcamp that I love and be proud of. My name is Rizal Haikal Fikri, and I want to present academic material on the basic concept of politics. Politics. Politics is something that is often discussed in everyday life on social media. This discussion of politics is directly related to the community. This is because this politics is generally related to leadership in a region. Next, political definition. The word of politics comes from the Greek polis, which means a city that has the status of a state. Aristotle and Plato considered politics to be an attempt to achieve the best political society. At the time, Aristotle called politics zoon politikon, which the continued to develop into politics, citizen, polytechnic, matters related to the state, politica, state of government, then finally became politicos, citizenship. Next, political objectives. Political objective has 4 points. One, politics aims at the welfare of the whole society. And two, protecting the right of all citizens and guaranteeing the implementation of the obligation of citizens. And three, maintaining the security and peace of the country. Four, maintaining a balanced social life for the betterment of the nation. Next, Indonesian political objectives. According to the preamble of to the Constitution 445, establishing an Indonesian state government that protects the entire Indonesian nation and all Indonesian blooded, and to the advance the general welfare, educate the nation's life, and participate in realizing world peace. Next, political system. 1. Political system of traditional autocracy. This traditional autocratic political system tends to be personal, negative, and partly consensus. Here are the characteristics of the traditional autocratic political system. And one, leaders are selected on the basis of a tradition. And two, the existence of the class in terms of economy, values, and moral. And three, the leader becomes a body of the togetherness. And four, there is more emphasis on collectivism based on kinship than on individualism. And point two, totalitarian political system. The totalitarian political system strongly emphasizes total consensus within society, but also total conflict within its enemies at home as well as abroad. Here are the characteristics of the totalitarian political system. And one, there is no commonality and obscurity in politics. And two, Everyone has something in common in terms of economics. And three, this political system in terms of its authority has a totalitarian nature as well as coercive. And four, the existence of the parties as political and economic control of society. Ideology is viewed as political region. And point three, authoritarian political system. This political system has a form of the government in which is the highest power is held by a small group of elites of or one person only. Here are the characteristics of the authoritarian political system. Characteristics one is the people are not allowed to participate in political affairs. And two, there is no opposition allowed. Three, the people did not give critics to the government. And four, this political system use only one party or a single party. And five, this political system is generally used by countries with the power system. For example, Saudi Arabia country. And point four, oligarchic political system. This political system has a form of government whose political power is effectively held by small elite groups of people, whether disquished according to wealth, family, or military. And point five, democratic political system. This political system has a form of government organized from the people, by the people, and for the people. Here are the characteristics of a democratic political system. One, everyone has equality and freedom in politics. Two, there are no levels in society based on the economy. And three, authority under the law as well as applicable laws. And four, communities can unite despite difference. And five, the system allowed for an equal distribution of power from all walks of life. Next, political behavior. One, moderate. Moderate political behavior is generally shown by groups of people who feel that they are quite satisfied with the current political situation. This means that these communities have been thinking forward, but have not been able to accept change quickly. And number two, liberal. Liberal political behavior is shown by groups of people who have had forward thinking and are free. This group of people can accept and adapt to change quickly and progressively in order to achieve certain goals in accordance with applicable laws. Three, conservative. Conservative political behavior is shown by groups of people who feel quite satisfied with the current political situation. Groups of people with this political behavior tend to be able to survive in face of change. And for status quo, the political behavior of the status quo is shown by groups of people who feel that they are quite satisfied with the political situation that occurs. However, this group of people has always tried to maintain this existing situation without any change. 5. Radical. Radical political behavior is shown by groups of people who are dissatisfied with the current political situation. In general, this group of the people wants fundamental change in the fastest possible time and often leads to disputes in a society. Next, and thank you for the participant. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.